Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn. Okay, we're on day 24, so we've got 11 days left of the 29-day drought. In terms of all of our stuff up here, we're absolutely fine. We're still on full water, basically, full of food. All that is great. We've got our mine over here being constructed. We are waiting for logs, which we do have. Gears, which we don't. We have some of them, but not enough. And treated planks, which we do have. So that's a start. I'm actually going to set this to a lower priority. I'm setting up to build up here another detailer and another contemplation spot. Just filling in the gaps around this carousel here and giving them a bit more free time stuff up here. We're on a well-being currently of, well, we were just at 35. We've dropped down at 34 again now. So we're doing okay with that. I think there's not a huge amount more we can do really on this map. So realistically, there's not a huge amount of entertainment we can do. I mean, I don't think we're going to get the Agora in anywhere because it's pretty big and needs to be on the ground. So, yeah. I mean, once those ruins are gone, we might be able to squeeze it in back there, which isn't a terrible idea. I mean, with a platform and getting rid of that extra bit of... I know it's got to be built on the ground, so I can't put it there either. So I can't put a platform in that corner. So that's no good. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much that's going to be the spot for it if we put it in at all. So we'll bear that in mind. Oh yeah, we've got storage going in over here for gears as well. Right. Oh, we have run out of water in this little section down here, so let me just drop that down far enough for it to fill up. There we go. That's okay. In terms of water in our reservoir, yeah, we're doing okay. We're more than halfway through the drought, so having used less than half of the water in our reservoir, we should be okay. Oh, better close that one up before it overflows. Yep, it's just started overflowing. Never mind. A little bit of spillage is fine. We can cope with that. Okay. In terms of building, I'm just going to let them get on with what they're doing. We've currently got only 4 unemployed beavers. 5 children, 3 spare spaces. Alright, that should be fine. That should be fine. I can't remember if I mentioned last episode, but I did put another rooftop terrace in down here. So they've got additional sort of entertainment down this end. Okay. What else? I think that's probably it. Wood, logs we're doing okay for. We've got plenty of trees down here to cut down. All of these have been cut. Oh, no, we got one just popped up there. That's good. I'm going to turn this lumberjack flag off. I don't think we need both up here anymore. But I will switch this one on. There we go. Now, more windmills would be useful. I don't know how much we can squeeze in around here. I guess we can have a look. We can probably fit one on the corner there easy enough. We might be able to fit one there, but then we wouldn't be able to fit one there. Tricky. Very tricky. Well, you know what we could do? You know what we could do? No, power would be useful, wouldn't it? There we go. We can stick one in there, can't we? Alright, let's do that. Okay. Okay. Good. Right, I will spin on then. I will move through the remainder of this drought. I'll probably come back at least once more before the drought ends, just to see how we're doing. Yeah, I mean, what we really are aiming towards is this Recultivator. And that's a lot of science and a lot of resources. It was mentioned that it might be worthwhile swapping to some of these larger storage solutions, which isn't a terrible idea. But again, it's finding places to actually put them where they'll fit. I guess we could... And if we put one there, we can't get one in there because the entrance is blocked. But we could put one in there that way round. And then another one in there, couldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with one there, and we'll just pop some steps up to it like that. Okay. And you are going to store... What are you going to store? It's a shame that you can only store one thing in them. Okay, let's go with logs. Let's store logs in that one, and then we'll be able to free up some of these log storage things here. The next one... No, let's go to storage, thank you. Yeah, we'll stick that one in there. And... bring the path around like that, as we left the space to do exactly that. And this one can store planks. I think we'll leave it for that for the moment. So they've got plenty of building work to be getting on with. Power-wise, we are increasing, so that's good. We are currently producing 2,093 horsepower. All right. Yep, I'm happy with that. Right. Let's spin on then. Our storage is in. So we got 6 days left. We've got our log storage there and our plank storage there, both of which are now accepting goods. We've got nearly 500 logs stored up in that pile already because I emptied out these 2 storages in order to fill that up. This is still on logs, so it is starting to fill up again. This I've switched over to scrap metal to make it marginally easier to get the scrap metal over to the smelter down here. Yeah, so we're emptying this one up here. I'm going to switch this over to log storage probably, to make things slightly easier for the log cutters up here. Or I might just demolish it and replace it with more trees. Who knows? I haven't decided yet. Over here, our mine is making progress. 25 more treated planks, which we have. Yeah, we've definitely got the logs. Gears are going to be slowing us up at the moment because we are very low on those. We do have both of our gear workshops switched on. Are we full of wheat flour? We are full of wheat flour. We're also full of bread. Alright, well that's good. Well, let's pause our grist mill for the moment then. We've got our explosives factory paused. And most of this is running, sort of. In terms of power, we're using more than we're generating again. This windmill is in, by the way, and working fine. Batteries-wise, yeah, we've used a little bit of storage. We should be okay. Okay, what am I going to shut down? I don't think I'm going to shut anything down. I think I'm going to keep everything running, but we will think about putting in some more windmills. And, I mean, I think logically I can fit one in there. I think they have to be 2 spaces apart, don't they? So I could probably fit one in there. Don't know how many I'll be able to fit along there. I don't know if any of these buildings would interfere with windmills. Building along here is going to be a pain because I'm going to have to come along here and basically demolish everything. No, I'm not going to be able to do that at all. Because I've shut myself off there, haven't I? I'd have to come in from this end which would involve building platforms across or overhangs across everything, and then demolishing them. No, it'd have to be platforms. I'd have to demolish them one by one. Yeah, I've kind of shut myself off there, haven't I? Oh well. Never mind. The other idea I had was maybe putting either replacing these platforms here with overhangs, or stretching some overhangs along this way, and having additional windmills coming off of here. But again, we'd need 2 spaces between them, so we'd be able to fit 2 lots in, basically. Don't know. We'll have a think. Yeah, in terms of power, obviously we do need more. We're not producing any at the moment now, because the wind is bad. The wind is bad. I have to say, Timberborn does fall down on the lack of wind for these windmills. It seems like they're standing still far more often than they're actually running, so that doesn't seem right to me. But it is what it is. Okay, I am going to, I guess, spin on till the end of the drought. I don't think we're going to have any problems. Again, in terms of water, we're still fine. I mean, not great, but we're fine. Yeah, okay. I'll spin on. Right, there we go. The drought is over. The water should return. That should all be fine. I'm going to set these to 0.85. Should I? No, I'm going to set these to 0.75. These are set automatically to close when there's a little bit of contamination in the water. So, in theory, what should happen is that they'll close up and the rest of the water will, the bad water will just automatically flow out of those floodgates. That's the plan. We'll see if that actually happens or not next time we get a bad tide. In terms of everything here, we are producing power, which is nice. We've managed to produce enough to basically keep these level. That's about it. I have put in another windmill just up here, using up some of the gears we need for our mine over here, but that's fine. Oh, we can turn our bad water pumps back on. That's good. So this will start flowing and these will start activating sooner or later. This I've set down to 0.65. And I'm going to set this to 0.65 as well. Whether that's going to work, I don't know. I may need to feed more water through here eventually anyway. That is filling. These sluices are open, so that should automatically come out of there. That's fine. Right. In terms of our wreckage over here, we have 8 more scrap metal to collect, and that is it. And then we're going to need this mine up and running. But once that's done, let's have a look again at our logs and planks. Logs and planks are the one thing we can probably do, or the 2 things, technically, I suppose, that we can probably do. So actually unlocking the Agora and putting that in here, once the scrap metal is gone, not a terrible idea. That's not going to interfere with our building of the mine or anything. Yeah, alright, okay. Everything else seems to be going okay. Let's have a look here. How are we doing? Have you... Oh, you're just about to start overflowing in theory. So, let's have a look. There we go. That started to fill. Excellent stuff. And again... Okay, that's just open now. Hopefully that's just going to keep that at 0.65. That hopefully will be okay. This should fill, in theory. And then start overflowing there. That should then shut off completely. And the excess should overflow through the floodgates here. That's the plan. That's always been the plan. It's not worked up until now. This seems quite slow in income. Oh no, there we go. We're all right. That's all right. I thought that was a little bit slow in coming back. We're not going to get a full flow there. Okay, you're overflowing. You probably shouldn't be. Maybe I'll put that to 0.7. Yeah, I'll put that at 0.7, and then hopefully it should only overflow once the water is overflowing from here. All right, okay. Good, good, good. Right. How are we doing over here? You have 2 bits of scrap metal left. Well, are you going to get those done before the end of the day? Probably not, but maybe. We'll have a look. Well, there's the end of the day. They are working on it. Are they actually going to finish it? Looks like it. They're not going to run away before it's done. There we go. That has cleared out now. Right, we've got no more scrap metal, so we can actually pause that scavenger flag. How are we doing here? Yeah, we're still waiting for a fair few gears to be produced. That's okay. So, well-being then. Where's the Agora? There it is. 400 signs, we have plenty. We have, in fact, enough to unlock that monument. But we're going to unlock the Agora first. We'll swing it around like so, and we'll pop it in like that. There we go. And we'll put the path up like so. That's given us a little bit of space around here we could utilise for decoration, something like that maybe. We'll have a think about that, but that at least gives us our Agora. Which means in terms of well-being, I think we pretty much have everything except the mud pit. Because we don't really have anywhere we could put in a dirt extractor. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to spin on. I do want to put some more... I do want to put some more windmills in. Let's have a look. If we bring that out to there, can we put a windmill on there? No, we can't. It's blocked. What's it blocked by? It's probably blocked by those buildings. All right. So that's not a workable plan. Can I get one on there? Probably. Probably. Let's try that. We'll break that down. And we'll get one on there. And we'll prioritise that so that any gears that are produced get brought over for that. Alright. I'll spin on. About to hit day 2. We're probably going to get the drought or bad tide warning in the next couple of days. We seem to. So I'll spin on until then. Okay, the water has returned. We are getting a little bit of flooding. We got a little bit of flooding through there overnight as the water came back, but it didn't seem to stick around particularly long. And it looks like the flooding down here has already receded. So it looks, potentially, as though that's a reasonable setup for our water. So thank you very much for everyone who has been mentioning that for some time in the comments. And I haven't put it into practice. But there you go. I listened to your advice up here and it didn't work. So, you know, I'm sticking with that. I've got to be right at least once. Yeah, we're still hovering around 27,000 horsepower hours in each of these batteries. So that's okay. We're waiting for this one to be constructed. We're waiting for the last few gears. Also, the last few bits of paper. Because I didn't realise we were out of paper. But I have turned on our paper mill there, which is running at full power. So that's fine. And that's just off of the wheels here. So it would be nice to get this completed as quickly as possible. Yeah, I'll spin on again. There we go. Knew it was going to come today. Day 5, we got the drought warning. That should be fine. We survived a 29-day drought. What else can they throw at us? Yeah. Right, over here, our Agora is well on the way to being completed. We just need another 15 logs, which, I mean, we have plenty. It's just a case of getting them over here. I'm putting in some storage over here for extract, because the Agora does use extract. Not a huge amount, but it does use it. So we want to have a bit of storage up here, and I have set that to obtain. Yep. Good, good. In terms of gears, we've got 23 currently. We need, yeah, like 75. But we're making a start. We're making a start. Everything else is absolutely fine. Water-wise, we're fine. Food-wise, we're still fine. We don't have as much spadadoc as we might like. Where's our spadadoc griller? Are you under there? Yeah. Okay. Probably because it's morning and they've actually just eaten a bunch of it. That's probably what that is. So this water is flowing freely through here. We've had no flooding. You can feel smug about that if you mentioned that. Those settings in the comments. Yep, you can definitely feel smug. You're allowed. I will allow it. Power-wise, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Especially with those wheels now operating at a fair output. 250 odd is a fair output for those wheels. Yeah, so we're virtually at full power on the batteries, which is great. That will help keep us going, I think. Just want to make sure... Yeah, no water is escaping out of there. That's fine. Oh, hello. Guess what's just been finished? I can't see it. Get in there. There we are. Our Agora is finished. Hopefully that will give us a bit of a boost. We don't have the small tank quite finished yet, but we're working on it. 5 more logs, please, beavers. Come on. There we go. So that'll be finished. And then hopefully they'll bring some extract over. Bad water-wise, we're pretty good. So let's switch on our centrifuge briefly, just to provide a little bit more extract for them to take over there. Yeah, that should be fine. Have we got extract stored anywhere else? We have, just a little bit up there. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to get some stored up here either, honestly. So, oh, you know what we can do? Let's get a small tank in. Do I want a small tank in there? That will cut off power. Do we need power? No. Okay. And we'll pop a path in just under there. And you can store... Where are we? Extract as well, and we want you to obtain. And we'll put you on a higher priority. Okay. So, we've got 2.5 days. This is unlikely to be done in 2.5 days, honestly. This is probably going to take a couple of weeks to get all the gears up together for that. What are we on now? We are on 64 paper. That's fine. You're running at 100%. I don't really care about that anymore. That can just run. All of that can just run. We've got our explosives factory on. We are approaching full, honestly, on storage for explosives. So probably be worth turning that off in a minute. We still have a lot of wheat flour. We could do with a little bit more, but I'm going to leave that off for the moment. Yeah, all right. I will come back at the start of the drought then. Okay, the drought start is only going to be 21 days. Only 21 days. Yeah, we're fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. The only thing I've done here then is I have raised this a little bit. That's it. That's all I've done. I haven't touched anything else. Everything else is still set as it was previously. All right? Yeah. So I've switched off our bad water pumps down here. I've also switched off the centrifuge and the paper mill. For now, we don't really need it. I think I might have been very wrong about the amount of time it was going to take us to complete the mine. We only need, what, 18 more gears. We currently have 9. So that shouldn't actually take us too long to complete. I don't think I'm building a huge amount other than that. I have just put in a triple lodge up here to give us a bit more breeding space, basically. I've put in a shrub next to it, and I am in the process of putting in a beaver statue as well. So we'll get a little bit of a boost from that. Yeah. We've got water up here, I think. Yeah, we've got water. What we don't have is food. Okay. Don't really know what I can do about storing food up here. We don't have a lot of space available for food. I mean, we have a lot of space available. I mean, I could easily stick a couple of storage units in there. Yeah, in fact, I think I'll do that. Let's get ourselves a medium warehouse in there. We'll just connect that up like so. And you can store... What can you store? Let's store bread. Bread up here is fine. And then... I could put another one on top, couldn't I? That would be easy enough. Set of steps up there. Platform there. Path there. Path there. And then another warehouse on top. And you can store... Let's go with Spadadock. Yeah, Spadadock up there. Great stuff. Okay, how are we doing here? We haven't had any gears delivered because we're building other things. That's fine. That's fine. And we've got 16, so as soon as the gears get delivered there, that will be pretty much done. Yeah, excellent. Lapantufel Magic, the strange green one, has died. That's a shame. And apparently someone was saying that that is actually the creator of one of the popular mods. So it looks like an Easter egg thrown in by the mod developers. Okay, right. That's second-hand knowledge, so I don't know how accurate that is. I don't even know if I'm repeating it correctly, but yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they are... that's the handle of one of the one of the mod developers. Okay, how are we doing? Let's get this finished, shall we? Let's put this on a normal. Okay, the mine is now 99% done. We're waiting for that. There we go. Okay, so we've got 5 workers in there. They are going to be producing scrap metal. They need treated planks and gears. One of each every 3.6 hours. Alright, that's not too bad. We will still be able to, I guess, create enough. Probably. Do we need another gear workshop and another plank, another lumber mill? I mean, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that we do, is it? How would I go about doing that? There's not a lot of space left. I suppose I could, in theory, what could I do? I could build across like that, couldn't I? That would give us another little bit of space there. We could probably fit in another gear workshop and lumber mill there. Maybe. No, we wouldn't, would we? Although, if I went there and there, and there, that might work. Alright, we'll think about that for now. We'll just keep going. Yeah, we'll just keep going for now. That's fine. Okay, no, we're fine. We'll be okay. We won't mess around anymore with more industry. I don't think it's necessary. Well, we'll see. We'll see how quickly these things... oh, hello. We are running very low on pine resin all of a sudden. That's probably because we've only got these ones producing it, haven't we? Yeah. Maybe it was a mistake getting rid of the other pines that we had. How are we looking at? 285 treated planks we have. But we are going to need to keep producing them for that. It's not ideal, is it? We're also probably going to want some medical beds up here because we are going to get a lot of injured beavers. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves 3 medical beds in there. That should be fine. Our storage is in up here and beginning to be stored, so that's good. I'll spin on. Day 14, 15 days left of the drought, so we've had about 6 days. Everything's going smoothly. Water-wise, yep, still fine. Food-wise, still great. In fact, we're better than we were before because we've got additional storage up here, which is nearly full. How's the bread doing? Nearly full. So that's all good. There's nothing really stopping me bringing that path around here, is there? We won't just yet. We have a water tank there. We need you to obtain goods, please. So we need you to be full. And we will prioritise that. That is prioritised. That's good. Yeah, we're doing all right. Everything's going fine. These 2 storage piles are empty. That's for logs. That's for planks. So we're not producing enough planks. Or rather, the planks we're producing, we're using too many of. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I don't really want to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to delete this wood workshop. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. And then I'm going to put in another lumber mill. Just there. Just there. And we will connect the power up like so. Okay, that will produce more planks for us, which will be useful. Kind of want to put in another gear factory as well, so yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to chuck in another couple of those, and then we'll stick in another gear factory. Just there. It's a bit of a waste of space, but it's fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Let's prioritise that so they actually get that built quickly, please. Okay, everything else is going okay. We have 28,000 science, which is pretty good. So, I mean, we only have like 68 gears in stock, but I think it's probably about time to unlock the Recultivator. And let's get that in there. Now, obviously, it's going to take a phenomenally long time to build. We don't have anywhere near the resources that we need to get this done, but it will get done. At the moment, I don't think we're really building anything else, so we don't need to affect the... Ooh, no, that's an idea. Alright, no, we are going to put this on a slightly lower priority. Again, at the moment, we're not building anything else, but I do want to make a shorter route across our community, and I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I thought about building stairs up here to connect on to this section. But other than that, there's not a lot else we can do. No, not really. I'll tell you what I will do. I'm going to demolish that slope there, and we can replace that with potatoes. Again, not that we need them, but we don't need that slope there either. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could build across there, couldn't I? Bring the path in there. No, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. It'll be fine. It's a little bit out of the way, the Agora. It's not getting a huge amount of traffic, but it is what it is. They have it available to them. Yeah, I'm just going to spin on. I guess I'll spin on till the end of the drought. Because we're not really doing anything else. We're just now waiting for the Recultivator to be built. So, yeah, I'll spin on. Okay, day 22. We've got 7 days left, so we're about 2/3 of the way through the drought. In terms of water and food, absolutely fine. Obviously, No wind. There's a surprise. Everything is going okay. This is very slowly beginning to collect the resources it needs. We still have some of what we need in stock, but not a huge amount. So yeah, that's going to take a long time. We're less than sort of 10% of the way through on gears and treated planks, just about 10% on metal blocks. So yeah, it's going to take a while to get that done, but that's fine. As I say, everything else is going absolutely fine. No problems at all. I'll spin on till the end of the drought. And the drought is over. Again, not a problem. Plenty of food, plenty of water. The only thing we're lacking on really is the resources to build, no, not the overhang, the recultivator here. So yeah, we are making progress, but it's slow progress. For the moment, I have turned off our mine. We have plenty of scrap metal. It's just a case of turning that into metal blocks. We'll keep an eye on it. Should we start running low of scrap metal, we'll just turn it back on again. We have plenty of unemployed beavers right now. That's not an issue. I've taken out one of these additional storage units over here, so we're opening up a little bit of space around here, which is great. I can't think of anything we really want to put in there at the moment, but we have space, so that's nice. I have, again, swapped these oaks out here for pines again, because we were running very, very low on pine resin and weren't able to produce treated planks. And since treated planks are needed for the recultivator, we want treated planks. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I briefly put this onto a high priority because they just weren't doing anything with it. I'll switch that back to a normal priority now. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and wait. I've turned off our observatories, which is partly why we have so many unemployed beavers at the moment. Everything is switched off if we don't really need it. We can turn on our bad water pumps again, though. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? But we'll leave it there for this episode. We're doing fine in terms of food and water. In terms of survivability, base survivability, we're doing really well. We've got ourselves all of the well-being buildings, except for the mud pit. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. For such a small map, we've done all right. I know I haven't been particularly efficient with the use of space, but I think we're okay. Most of it is set aside for farming or planting. I mean, apart from this section here, obviously. But yeah, most of it's set aside for farming or planting, so I think we've done all right. In terms of our stocks, I mean, obviously, we're out of bad water. We turned it all into extract. I've put some decoration in around here, along with some antidote to go along with our medical beds, just in case. Unlikely to get any contaminated beavers, but it's a possibility. Yeah. I think the only thing left to do on this map now is get this recultivator finished, and that is going to take a little while. So, we'll leave it there for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for leaving all the comments and the advice and the help, and I'm sorry that I'm not very efficient at following it. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed it and you want to see more, and please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.